What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy BT, and today we're going to be taking out of this crate a dog wash station. If you've got your dog at home and you need to wash that pup, well, this product is for you. We've got 5 of those little pups that need to be washed, and so we've got this lovely commercial grade large. You see it. It's big. It's big. So we're going to get into the installation of this. It comes shipped in a crate. You got to unbox it. But let's get into the installation of this product. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we take off the protective film here. We lock it into place onto the base here. You should be able to see the 3 screw openings. Go ahead, get your Allen keys. There should be 6 of them. You go ahead, put those in on each side and tighten them down. Next, we're going to get our drain parts here. You just unscrew this. This piece goes from the bottom up. So here's the assembly right there. We're going to keep this just the way it is. Going to go ahead and put that in like that. Then we're going to go up from underneath and we're going to tighten this from the bottom. Alright, so this is from the bottom where we're going to connect the drain hose. So all we're going to do, bend this a little bit here, so then put the seal ring on first, and then we're going to tighten this up after it. So we're going to go ahead and get these 2 pieces here. These are going to be the support arms. You're going to get these screws here. It's the screws with the most count of screws you have. You get 4 of these. Just line it up and screw it in place. And this is what will rest on the support arms. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this back piece, we're going to put it here. We're going to grab our screws and nuts and we're going to get this locked in place. And we'll repeat the same steps for the sides as well. So after you get the panels up, you are well on your way. Again, these are just attached by a bunch of screws and nuts underneath. So you just go all the way around until you're finished with all of the screws, and this is the assembly so far. Alright, so we're going to take these 2 plugs. Since our water system is going to be on the right hand side, we're going to go ahead just get these put in place from right here. Alright, next up we have this little dish here. So even though we have these screws, we won't be using those. We're just going to be attaching it right here. Slide those through the hole. Place them here and put the bolt on the opposite side. Alright, next we're going to get everything hooked up for the faucet. So we've got a shower head there, and we also have the hose here. Alright, so for us to hook this up, make sure we have our rings in place to get those set. Now this hose is going to attach to the center, and then the rest of it is going to attach here. They do provide us with some tape. So I'm going to go ahead and get these wrapped now. So now that these are done, what we're going to do is we're going to take this from the back side here, and we're going to make sure our washers are in place. I'm going to come from the back side. We're going to screw this out. We'll do the same. And so for this, the shorter side goes to the hose. And the longer side goes underneath. So then we have our water line hookups on the back side. These will go from here to the water line. Last thing left to be installed is this bar across the top. So the last long screw that is left, we go ahead and we slide that through the top and put the nut through the bottom. So here's what we have left. We have the leash, hoses, and we have this little mechanism here that we need to hook up. All right, so the last thing here, we've got some screws. We're going to place those right here through the hole. And we're going to get this mounted here on the back wall. So then we can rest our hose right here. And then right here in this spot is the leash holder. Screw that in place. And that basically concludes the installation, the setup of this unit here. Again, all we have to do for the back is put these hoses in place and hook the drain into spot to drain. Then we should have running water and we should be good to go. So just taking a quick look at the hose setup here, we're going to have to get the smaller hoses for this. So we're going to have to go from small. We're going to have to go from small to bigger to get them to fit there. So we're going to go ahead and order the proper size that's going to fit this. Also get a little bit of extra length. These are pretty short. So again, we're going from a smaller diameter to a larger one. I will put that link in the description for the hose that I do find for this application. All right, so here are the hoses we got to finish up this installation. So you can see here, this is the part that's going to go to the water source, and then this side will go to the back of this setup right here. So we're going to go ahead and get this installed. So for this, I went with a 72-inch length hose. You can use whatever's applicable in your setting, but for the purpose of this setup, we're going to be using a 72-inch hose. So we're just hand tightening these for now. You're going to want to go ahead and get a wrench and snug these down. And just like that, here's the finished product. The last thing we're going to add to our setup is this 2-chamber dispenser. This should be a pretty straightforward hookup here. So this is the back side. All we're going to do is we're going to take some 3M adhesive that is waterproof. And all we're going to do is attach it. Just make sure you're looking at which side is the wall side. So this side is our wall side. And you'll just leave a little bit hanging out at the edge so you'll be able to take that off. We'll put that on the wall and then we're done. So to get this to adhere to the stainless steel, you're going to have to push on the back a little bit so that it gets set. But that's a nice addition there. So we can have our soap and pump easy right there, ready to go when grooming your dog. Hope you guys enjoyed the build of this nice and big, large, good size dog wash station, dog grooming station. This thing is a game changer. It's your boy BT. Thank you for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.